Metroid Prime 4 is finally out! Unfortunately, it seems like the game is merely pretty good versus an experience that lives up to the 18-year wait since the last one.
I'm not sure what could do that. Man, you'd have to put Samus in some pretty incredible armor to pay that off. That's not the only news story that's slightly disappointing on this week's Inside Games Roundup. We've also got everyone's favorite video game unk, Todd Howard, defending the use of AI in game development. Ah, gross. We want you to say the good thing, not the bad thing.
Come on, Todd, you know better than that. All that AI and Bethesda still can't make a game in less than 7 years. Todd, what happened? I don't understand. Finally, we've got yet another massive corporate acquisition. This time, Netflix is swallowing up Warner Brothers Discovery, all their subsidiary game developers like Mortal Kombat developers, NetherRealm Games, and of course, they have bought Funhaus.
That's right. We finally made it to Netflix. Yeah. And I assume we're due for an 8-part Netflix podcast documentary production about what happened at Funhaus.
Of course.
So I'm looking forward to watching that. And of course, the royalty checks that I'm sure are on the way, right, Bruce?
Oh yes, they're. I have one right here. There it is. Look at that.
Oh, what does it all mean? We got to make sense of this. So we have to throw to the one inside game staffer that still listens to the 1995 movie soundtrack to Mortal Kombat on the daily, Brian Garr.
Mortal Kombat! I love that soundtrack. I do love that. All right, let's talk about Metroid Prime 4. First of all, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. It's here! The long-awaited sequel. It's here. And it's the lowest rated mainline entry in the Prime series. So yeah, it currently... But first, let me say, it's got an 80 on Metacritic. That is not a bad score by any means. But the fact is, it's also below its predecessors.
The drop may disappoint longtime fans, especially given how long everybody has waited. First announced in 2017, Metroid Prime 4 spent years out of the public eye and became a recurring joke among the gaming community for its prolonged development.
Yeah, and then they just started over. I guess they weren't happy with how it was going, started it over, handed it to Retro Studios, and here we are. Just for comparison in the rest of the Prime series, earlier games in the series received significantly higher critical acclaim. Metroid Prime got an astounding 97, Metroid Prime 2 Echoes scored a 92, and Prime 3 Corruption got a 90. Metroid Prime Remastered also scoring very highly, weirdly, a strong 94.
Yeah, and the most recent Metroid game, Dread from 2021, that was the 2D throwback, got an 88. So yes, Prime 4 is lower. Still though, and I looked this up, it is above several Metroid spin-offs. Metroid Prime Pinball got a 79, Metroid Other M got a 79, and that was bleh. And Metroid Prime Federation Force got a 64. So there are worse Metroids, but in terms of Metroid Prime games, 4 is the lowest.
All right, now to be fair, some people loved Prime 4. Giant Bomb gave it a perfect score, saying, quote, despite a few tweaks and new features, motion controls, psychic powers, a non-linear hub world, and the occasional side character, this is Metroid Prime through and through. It's without a doubt the closest the series has ever felt to the original Metroid Prime in terms of tone, gameplay, and quality.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. But lots of critics and fans have complained about some aspects they don't feel very Metroid-like, such as chatty NPCs, excessive hand-holding, and Samus riding a motorcycle through what seems like a pretty empty desert. I just got the motorcycle last night, so I don't know yet. But GameSpot summed it up saying, quote, it feels like a product of its notoriously long and troubled development.
Yeah, and like if you speed run through it, Samus doesn't even wear a bikini in the special ending, so it's not a real Metroid game. I'm sorry. GameSpot added, at moments it serves as a time capsule for gaming trends that have come and gone over the last decade, like a sparse open world and a squad shooter with AI teammates.
Hey, then again, it's also hard to live up to such a well-regarded trilogy, the Metroid Prime trilogy. As Reddit user Drew Slim wrote on the Metroid subreddit, quote, 18 years, it's hard to live up to that hype no matter what it is. And that's true. Although, Lawrence, you were talking about the weird controls that sounded like something that I did not even want to bother touching.
Yeah, that's my chief complaint with it. I was really excited to use the Joy-Con mouse thing just because I really like mouse aim in first-person shooters. But the sensitivity is whack in that game, big time. No matter how you set the mouse aim sensitivity, it'll always be horrifically sensitive in the vertical and not very sensitive at all in the horizontal. Which, kind of owing to some of the comments in this article, is a relic of old console shooters. I remember playing a lot of PC shooters of console games in the 2000s that had that issue. It goes back to gaming, basically game design for a console versus game design for a mouse. But yeah, there's relics in there. I feel like it's a mix of the things that are dated poorly like that, and the things that seem dated because they were more common in games that were like 10 to 15 years older. I don't know, gaming has this weird thing where if something is like 10 years old, it's bad. Even if it was good 10 years ago, it's still like dated because there's this illusion that game design is always getting better, which is not really true. But I think a lot of games critics have yet to really they have yet to open their third eye, Prime reference intended there, and see that a timeless game is timeless no matter when it comes out. So yes, it is doing a lot of things that were more common in mid-aughts to late-aughts shooters. But because of that, I think it'll be really nostalgic and fun because people don't make games like that anymore. There's my mini review. Wasn't expecting to go that deep into it, but yeah. The mouse aim effed up though. They should fix that.
All right, let's talk about the latest Hollywood mega merger. Netflix has agreed to buy beloved Rooster Teeth owner Warner Brothers for more than $82 billion. Netflix co-CEOs Ted Sarandos and Greg Peters said the acquisition is a chance to expand the reach of Warner Brothers franchises and fuel growth for decades to come.
Oh, growth for decades to come. Man, I'm just coming in my pants right now. Meanwhile, Warner Brothers Discovery CEO, decades of growth. Meanwhile, Warner Brothers Discovery CEO David Zaslav, my favorite man in the world, put his own corporate spin on things, saying, quote, I made a fuck ton of money on this acquisition, and I'm going to continue to make a fuck ton of money. So thank you for buying it, Netflix, you motherfucker. Oh, that's not what he said. He said, by coming together with Netflix, we will ensure people everywhere will continue to enjoy the world's most resonant stories for generations to come, like the movies he keeps canceling.
What about Laser Team? Hold on, let me see if Laser Team shows up in the announce. That's weird. It's not mentioned at all in this Hollywood Reporter article. Just wait. When Hurricane Laser Team hits Netflix, it's going to be a different story. But now the deal is heading into what is expected to be intense regulatory scrutiny, considering that Netflix will become an even bigger behemoth. But then again, come on. We're in a certain administration that loves its big corporate mergers. So who knows? Maybe David Zaslav will have to send Donald Trump a chocolate bunny or something, and then it'll all go through just fine.
Oh, finally. And we joked about it, but it is true. We're pretty sure Netflix has bought Funhaus and probably all of the other brands that Bernie didn't buy, because we think Bernie bought Rooster Teeth, the brand, but I don't think he bought the content. So I think a lot of that content that existed from the past is now probably going to be on Netflix if they decide to put it on there, if somebody even realizes that it exists. Which is hilarious. They have to realize that it exists. But then if they do, who knows? It might go on Netflix, and that's makes me very, very sad. Just all the way around, very, very sad.
Yeah, it makes me sad. David Zaslav is getting richer, and all the people I used to work with, don't have jobs. Well, hopefully they have jobs now. That would be really sad. All right, let's talk about Russia. They banned Roblox, access to Roblox anyway, accusing the company of distributing extremist material and, quote, LGBT propaganda. What about the Q, Russia? What about the questioning people? They got propaganda too you can ban.
Roblox has also been banned in Iraq and Turkey due to concerns over child safety there, and, we've recently heard similar concerns in the United States.
Reuters reports that the state federal agency of Russia, Roskomnadzor, maybe, claimed that the popular platform contains inappropriate content that could harm the, quote, spiritual and moral development of children.
Yeah, they might think Roblox is good. So I'm kind of with Russia on this. You might have heard Russia's been on a banning spree when it comes to Western platforms in recent years. And they have also intensified their very crappy crackdown on LGBT content, designating the, quote, international LGBT movement as extremist in 2023.
And suddenly everything's great in Russia. So glad that they're conducting this experiment for the rest of the world to learn from. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
A Roblox spokesperson told Reuters that it provides, quote, a positive space for learning, creation, and meaningful connection, and maintains, quote, a robust set of proactive and preventative safety measures to address harmful content.
I don't know about that one. I think that they are being right now dragged over the fire because of all the pedophiles on their platform and now they have to actually hire people to do shit. So Roblox, just let's be a little more proactive than you actually are being right now.
Exactly. If Russia says you got a problem, like, yeah, let's clean it up. All right, and finally, Bethesda's Todd Howard says AI has a place in game development, which makes sense considering Todd Howard's games usually need modders to fix them. But he said that human creativity should remain at the center.
Okay. Speaking with Eurogamer at a Season 2 event for the Fallout show, Howard said that AI is a tool, but that, quote, creative intention comes from human artists, number one. Very presidential.
Yeah. He said that AI, though, could help with iteration and world-building tasks, comparing its evolution to modern Photoshop. Howard said, quote, if you go back 10 years ago, you wouldn't want to go back to that version of Photoshop.
I mean, I didn't have to pay monthly for that version of Photoshop, Todd! Fuck!
But he added, we want to protect the artistry. The human intention of it is what makes our stuff special. All right, Todd, whatever you say.
Did he play Starfield? Jeez.
Yeah, I know.
They show a clip of that space nightclub again. Just that one dude in the corner.
That wasn't made by AI.
And like a body sock who had like a weird like squiggle on his head. That's artistry, baby.
That's that Bethesda magic, baby.
AI couldn't have come up with that, could it?
Yeah, and those comments come as we're seeing more and more AI use across the industry, most notably, allegedly, it certainly seems like in Black Ops 7, among many other games that have included some AI slop in it.
Yeah, that game just has the aroma of AI slop, whether or not it is or isn't. There's no cohesive soul to the game, which is kind of what AI is. It's just a bunch of noise and references. And yeah, the more games that come out like that, the faster they'll be forgotten. So I feel like the market will kind of enforce artistry at some level because human beings need to resonate with something. But unfortunately, I kind of see where Howard is at. Like, you can't make a film without using a computer nowadays. You could, but what would be the point? It would be way more expensive. It would rely on a lot of skill sets that have been obsoleted. So yeah, it just doesn't happen, and people aren't really that mad about it because you can still make good films with computer imagery and all that stuff. So theoretically, that's what all the developers are saying, is that, oh, it's just a new tool. And yet RAM costs $1 billion and we can't upgrade anything. All the parts are gone. So I don't know. To me, I always go back to, we're experiencing the garbage of AI right now. Where's the upside? The upside is for Todd and for every other executive that they can hire less people. That's the upside. And then the company makes more money. So it's very bad for the workers on the ground. Great for the 100 people that are billionaires here in the United States. So I'm going to say it over and over as much as we talk about AI. Start considering that. They are going to do it because they are only making more money off of you. They are not, it's not helping you. Just be aware. Maybe in some tasks, some random logistical task you do at your work, it's helping you, but it's also phasing you out. So be careful. Yeah, all they see is labor costs are cheaper. That's all that matters to them. Yeah. All right, time for a 5-second review. All right, now I've been accused of only doing old games, so I'm gonna go with a brand new one, just fresh as a daisy, Guild Wars. Specifically Guild Wars Reforged, which was released this week. And I never played Guild Wars before. I just remember it was the box with the sexy lady on the cover at Best Buy, but it's awesome. It's the combat it's like a deck builder almost. Never played anything like it. It's great, and it's awesome on the Steam Deck, which I think is really smart to do. They did the control scheme for Steam. Awesome. So you picked a remake? It's kind of not really a remake, but they just kind of, it's reforged, Bruce. I don't know how to put it. They basically added a really good controller scheme. Okay, all right. Oh, that game came out 20 years ago. All right. Let's get to some free games if you're looking to spice up your weekend. Inside Games, as always, is on your side. It's rough out there, so here's some free games to keep you playing, even if your finances aren't doing so hot. First up, Amazon is giving away Lego 2K Drive and Gilt, or Gilt, depending on how you want to pronounce it. Wasn't that the fucking Stadia exclusive a long time ago? Well, anyway, it's free now, so that's cool. See how that turned out. Epic Games is also, as usual, giving away a couple games. They got the Dark Side Detective and Jackbox Party Pack 4. That should make the family times a little easier this holiday. And now let's hear from some games you can pay for, including one we've been waiting for a while here.
Up first for this week, Unbeatable. It's a rhythm adventure where music is illegal and you do crimes. Follow the story of Beat and her band on the run in a narrative experience full of big emotions, powered by arcade, flawless rhythm gameplay. Comes to PS5, Xbox Series, and PC on December 9th.
And next up, this is the best title of a video game ever, Drywall Eating Simulator. It's a physics-based 3D adventure carefully constructed to simulate the delights of late capitalist life. Engage in small talk, hit your KPIs, and maximize value for shareholders. And when you can't take it anymore, go eat some drywall. It comes to PC December 10th.
And finally, a game that speaks to my experience. Next up, Mutant Football League 2. This is a hard-hitting arcade-style football game that combines intense gameplay, wisecracking mutants, weapons, deep strategy, and outrageous humor. Prepare yourself for the most insanely brutal football you'll ever experience, coming to PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC on December 10th.
And then finally, This Ain't Even Poker, you joker. A unique incremental idle clicker where you flip cards to earn money, grow your hand, buy new decks, unlock powerful upgrades, discover new cards, and more. Can you defeat the Jester and escape the carnival? Comes to PC December 11th.
Ooh, we were getting Balatro likes, it sounds like. Very cool, very cool. And hey, thank you for watching Inside Games as we head into this lovely weekend. We love making this show, and we can only do that thanks to your time and support, thanks to your decision to watch the bravest games coverage there is, so we appreciate it. We'd also like to extend an extra hearty thank you to a few patrons that support us directly via our Patreon. Thank you so much, Tito007, Jonathan Lanowski, Lenny Nieves, Tyler King, and Ati for keeping the lights on in the Inside Games newsroom, because when they shut off the power, we just start banging into desks, we're tripping over the water cooler, it makes a mess, it shorts out the equipment, we lose weeks of work. So thank you for keeping us safe, and we'll see you next time on Inside Games.